What's up everyone, it's Typical Haunts. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and demoing the Towering Phantom from Home Depot. This guy is 15 feet tall and was the first of its kind. Just got this guy off of Facebook Marketplace for a pretty good deal. So I'm not sure if everything's included, I hope so. But yeah, I've wanted this guy for a while, so I'm super excited to set him up. He's gonna match perfectly in my display. The box is a bit beat up, but here's the side of the box. And here's the front of the box. This guy does not move. He does slide up, however. He is indoor-outdoor use. Has a couple lights on him. He has tethers and ground stakes. So let's go ahead and open the box up and see what's inside. Looks like it's got instructions on the box. Here's what the inside of the box looks like. Parts are kind of just thrown all in there. First thing out of the box is going to be part of his base. Very nice base with reinforcements. Here's the second part. Here are some of his main pulls. Here's another one and another one. Here's one more. Here are some of his pulls to attach to the bottom of the base to make it wider and stronger. There should be 6 of those. Here is this huge shoulder piece. Looks awesome. With this. So there you go. It has his lights as well. Here is a bunch of his clothing. So looks like it might be all of his clothing actually. It's a lot of clothes. There's most of his clothing. We'll set it over here. Here's another pull that fell out of the box. Here is the rest of his clothing. Not sure what this part goes to. Here's his 2 hands. I love how these look. These look really good, and they're nice and heavy duty. So, really good details though. Here's another piece. I think this might be for an arm. I'm not really sure though. Here's his head box. Go ahead and take this out. Here it is. Huge head. Wow, that looks really cool. Big head, ginormous. I think that might be bigger than the 12-foot skeleton size head. I'm not too sure, but it does look really good. It's got like a black plastic piece down here in the back. But yeah, it looks awesome. Here is another arm, it looks like, with the lights. Looks like this came out as well with it, the wire. I'm not sure if that's actually used for him. It probably is. Here's his waist frame. Here's another one of those poles that stick out on the base for support. Here's all the pieces that you attach to all the main poles to give it some more support and strength. Here's some more of those support pieces, some small ones. Here's his power cord. Here are his 4 stakes. I'm assuming he comes with instructions, but mine does not have any instructions. Looks like the guy didn't keep them. And here are all his parts laid out. First, you have his awesome head, all of his main poles, the pieces that help support. It's supposed to be 6 support poles for the base, but this only came with 5 for me. Hip frame, 2 pieces of the base, 2 hands, the 2 arms, the shoulder piece, the main clothing, the other piece of clothing that might be for the cloak. So these are the ones supposed to come with. Here's also the power cord. Now the only thing that didn't come with is one of those support poles and the instructions, which yours, if you got it new, should come with those. But let's get to the setup. First step is to take your 2 base pieces, slide the poles into each other. First, you're gonna take your pole labeled D, insert it to the left side from the back, snap lock it in. Take your pole labeled C, snap lock this one into the other side. Next, you're gonna take your pole labeled E, take your cotter pin out, slide it into here on the left side of your base, and then slide it into the top part as well. I don't have the second cotter pin, it didn't come with mine. So you can take your cotter pins and slide them back through the holes on both sides of the poles. Next, take your other E and do the same exact thing on the other side. Next, you're gonna take your pole labeled F and slide it into the side here and down at the bottom there on both sides. Next, you're gonna take your 2 E poles and slide it through this hole here and the one at the bottom again on both sides. Next, you're gonna take your pole labeled U and insert them into here, right here, just like that, and then insert your cotter pin back in. Next, you're gonna take your pole labeled H, slide it into this pole on the left side, or on the right side from the front. Snap lock it in. Next, take your pole labeled G, slide it into the other side, snap locking it in. Oh, just like that. Next, you're gonna unscrew these. Take your cross braces, slide it into here, and then screw this back on. And then do the same with the other side. Next, take your other U pole, slide it into these holes, and then use your cotter pins again. Next, you take I, put it through H, snap lock it in. Next, take your pole labeled J, slide it through here onto that side. Next, take your U pole and then slide it through here. Mine unfortunately does not have the cotter pins with it, so I'm just gonna have to go cotter pinless. Next, go ahead and do the same thing you did over here onto these 2 here. Next, you take your waist frame, you slide it into these 2 poles here. Next, go ahead and take your cord and slide it all the way through up the poles and just hang it here. All right, next you're gonna take this piece right here, bring it over all of your poles. Next, go ahead and attach your shoulder piece to K. And then take your clothing and slide this over the shoulders. And then you can Velcro it back for right now if you want. Just like that on all of them. Next, take your O arm, bring it onto the right side of his body. Snap lock it in. Then take your other arm and attach it onto the left side. Just like this. All right, next take your hand labeled R, bring it onto the right side of his body. Snap lock it in. Take your plug, go ahead and plug that into his arm. And then repeat that step onto the other side with the other hand. Next, take your head, snap lock it into his shoulder piece, just like this. And then take all your plugs and go ahead and bring them down. Go ahead and get the second layer of clothes and put those over his body, and then make sure you Velcro them all in place. Your final 2 steps are to take your support poles and put them into all 6 areas of his base. Your final step is to take your stakes and then put those into the base. So after all that, here is your full 15-foot Phantom from Home Depot. Now, it's on to the demo. So that was my unboxing, setup, and demo of the Phantom from Home Depot, 15 feet tall. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. I think this guy is absolutely amazing, and he's so huge. He looks way bigger than Warrior Crow in person for some reason. I'm not really too sure. This guy was definitely worth the price I got him for. I'm extremely happy with him. I feel like his lighting could have been a little better, but other than that, he is definitely great. Recommend him 100% if you can somehow grab him. He is definitely huge. I love all his clothing. It looks really, really good. I even put some rocks on the clothing here so that it doesn't move around too much. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more videos. Let me know what you guys think of this guy in the comment section below. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.